So welcome back to the channel, guys. Huge channel updates. I'm just going to talk about myself for a minute, and I'm going to let you know who I am. Because yeah, I make some fishing videos, and yeah, you know, I do writing, and yes, you know, I've been blind. But what you don't know is that for a very long time, since before I went blind, I've struggled with depression and alcoholism, and I've quit drinking 9 years ago. I've only had one pint with one of my best friends back home, and I had one night where my family pushed me to drink, and I decided, fuck it, you know what, I'm going to show you why I don't. And at that time, actually, even though I drank in excess and I drank a whole bottle of gin, a whole litre of raspberry infused gin, I didn't flip out, which was strange for me, and I don't know why. I've been depressed for a very, very long time. I used to cope with drinking, and it's gotten worse ever since I lost my eyesight. Lost my eyesight 9 years ago, the same time I quit drinking. And it's been difficult for me. It's been a very difficult road. I live here in China, and last month, in December, they lifted the zero COVID restrictions, and I got the flu that was going around immediately after. I nearly died. I have a weak immune system. My eye is not the only thing wrong with my health. It's my left eye that's blind. I can't see you right now, but it's not the only thing that's wrong with my health. I have some sort of genetic disorder, or suspected genetic disorder, because they couldn't find it in my gene. They said it was probably a secondary or tertiary genetic mutation that they can't detect in the blood. This dog is so nice, but he's a guard dog. He doesn't bite at all, but he's just a guard dog, and he likes to bark. Because we live in the country, it's not the same as the cities. People don't lock their doors. It's nice. Come on, dog. Come on. I'm not going to hurt you. He is a nice dog, really. But he's saying, stay out of my man's house. This is my man's house. Yeah, back to it. So, going blind 9 years ago. I got married coming on 6 years ago. I met Ellie just before my vision went. And I've been bad. I've been a bad husband. Between the last somewhere in the last 7 years, I think it's probably the whole time I went blind, I've started to get quieter and quieter. And somewhere in the last 4 years, since the child was born, I stopped talking, really, at all, other than just to get involved, to do some parenting. And I wasn't really parenting, I was just enforcing what Ellie and my mother-in-law said. I got this illness that was going on. I got the flu, my fever went all the way up. My daughter had it, mother-in-law had it, wife had it. We didn't have any medication because of the situation here. And we had to give the medication that we did have. We had an old bottle of... Will you stop following me? Hey! Hey, fuck off! Fuck off, dog! You're not on your territory now, this is my turf! Fuck off! I scared the little one then as well. I'm trying to walk away from him because, yeah, it's nice content to see a barking dog. He keeps coming back. He keeps trying to back me down. Go away. Run, you little pussy. Run away. Trying to make a video, a heartfelt video here, and this dog, now he's taking the high ground. He's taking the high ground. Time for invasive territory. Pussy dog. Yeah, I'll get back to this when I get up to the top of the road. Actually, fuck it, you know what? We've been up there in the car. You've seen that, it's just a road. I go that way up the hill, and if this fucking dog follows me, it probably won't go further than the edge of this rice field. He's got to guard the house, isn't he? Which I'm the threat that he's seen. Bloody pissing me off. So, I got the flu. I couldn't have the medication because my daughter needed it first, and my temperature hit 40.3. I got medication eventually. We had enough left after my daughter had broken her fever that I could have some. And luckily, with one dose left, I woke up one morning and I wasn't hot. So I didn't die. But where I hadn't been a very caring person, or just not even just caring, because I cared, I was just quiet. I didn't talk to anyone. And what I did say was abuse. I was just shouting. The things that I couldn't keep in. And I kept everything in. It was the anger that came out, not just me. So my wife, and I've said this to her jokingly, and she knows it is the truth, because I had been a pretty bad husband. She kind of just left me alone in the back room to die, and she knows how ill I am. And when I asked for, she kept asking me to eat. It's like, I can't eat anything. I didn't eat anything for 8 days. I had something on day 9, tiny like peanut, something like that. I had something on day 10, and on day 14 I started eating again, like eating meals. Hello dogs. Hello dogs. This one is our dog, and the dog that barks is her father. I think he fathered both of them because he's a good guard dog, and he's a country folk, you know. He's a country outside dogs, and he's next door's dog, but she's like, this is my person. I don't even feed her. I don't even feed this dog. Shahang, down, down. Up, 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 down. I don't even feed this dog and it listens to me because I've always been very good with animals. Never been good with people because I've always been stuck inside my own head. That COVID, nearly dying, being left alone to it. The only thing that I was brought to eat was a McDonald's, which I said that I didn't want. She said, do you want a McDonald's? I was like, nope. I can't fucking eat a McDonald's. And she bought me a Big Mac. And it stayed on the table for fucking 3 days waiting for me to eat it. So I'm not fucking eating it. I'm fucking dying. Well, I didn't even say anything. I didn't even say I'm not fucking eating it. I just didn't even get out of bed. I did get a pot noodle. She bought me a pot noodle. That was the like day 9 thing that I ate. Day 10 thing that I ate was a pot noodle, chicken one. It's pretty good. I drank all the soup. Felt a lot better. But yeah, I almost died from that. Big time. With my underlying health condition, yeah, it could have wiped me out. I've never been afraid of this flu that's going around, regardless of what they name it. I'm not afraid of it. I haven't done anything about it. I just tell my family, don't be fucking scared by the news, don't listen to the news, turn that fucking news off. Because they're using it to fucking fearmonger everyone on the planet. Yeah, a pandemic is scary, but fear of the unknown is even worse. It's freezing cold here today. This is the top of the hill. This is a cousin. That's at the cousin's house there. Everyone around here is kind of like somehow related to one another, either through marriage or blood. He's a blood cousin. But then there's one down here that's married to someone distantly related in the family. We see them quite a lot. They've all got dogs, look, and they're all outside barky bitey dogs, but they all get punished if they do bite people. So none of them bite. Like, people tell me, especially my friend Cherokee tells me, a dog's gonna rip your fucking arm off, bro. It's not. Like, I know dogs. I'm from the country in Wales. We live right next to a farm, and this is why I like this town so much, coming to the country so much, because it reminds me of being home. I do feel at home here, and there's not many people either. But yeah, COVID was rough, fucked me up, and when I finally got out of bed, so I got it on the 18th, my fever presented on the 18th, my symptoms presented on the 17th, but I got into bed on the 18th, and I didn't get out of bed until the 3rd of January. And when I got out of bed, I was kind of fucked up. I looked at my life, looked at what could have been my death, and thought, nobody cares. They just, all of them left me in the back room to deal with it myself. And I did. I got over it. I didn't die. Don't roll up on me, dog. Back in dogs. This white one's young. He looks like he's gonna bite. He's following me. Shut up! Get my dog up here to kill him now. Fucking dogs. Yeah, they're just territorial, that's all. Yeah, the end of 2022 for me really made me take a look at myself and decide what I was unhappy with and what I can change. I can't change the fact that I'm terminally ill. I can't change the fact that I'm blind. I can't change the fact that I'm depressed, but I can fucking try. So, I am really wholeheartedly trying to be less depressed. And I'm going to use YouTube as some sort of self-talk therapy. I'm just going to talk to the camera. If you've seen the previous videos, you'll know that I'm not particularly fond. Wait till I get up in the fields. They say never turn your back on a dog, and when he was lurching at me, I had to stamp him out just to assert some dominance so he wouldn't keep lurching at me behind me. Because although I'm not afraid, I know he's there. I know he wants to bite me because he really fucking wants to bite me. I'm pretty sure that white one would. He's new. He's very young. I'm pretty sure he'd bite the fuck out of me. Savaged by a little white dog. That'd be a good YouTube video title. But yeah, I'm really trying to make myself better. Just trying to talk through my issues. And the person I did talk through my issues with was Cherokee. And he's just left China. He's the person that you've seen on the channel hundreds of times. And we fish together. But this year, he's had enough of the abuse that we get for being foreign here. These are all graves. These mounds are the Chinese tombs. They buried them right at the back of the houses. And then fields at the top. We've got a lot of family buried here. Like my father-in-law's father, his grandfather, his mother is buried somewhere else. We go to the fields every year for tomb sweeping with a shit ton of firecrackers and we explode the graves. It's absolutely amazing. Like, that's probably my favourite time of year. And one year, this is hilarious. My father-in-law's a bit of a drinker. He got drunk one year and went to the mass grave where a lot of family are buried. Not his mother's grave, there's a mass grave where a lot of cousins, a lot of uncles, they're all buried together. Not in the same grave, next to each other. And he took like 10 rolls of, look how open this is. He took 10 rolls of firecrackers and cleaned off all the grave, took all the weeds out, set the firecrackers up, lit them up, kablam! And he went home. He said, oh, I've done their grave, we don't need to go. So nobody else went. The next day he's going to work, driving past, and he saw it. And there was a whole nother family there cleaning up all of his firecracker mess because he was so drunk when he did it. He did the wrong grave. I broke down crying with laughter when he told me that. Pissing myself. It was like a week later and we all had to go and do the grave together on the right day. And I was fucking crying. Absolutely crying with laughter. The funniest thing I've ever heard. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And then he was smoking a cigarette when he was setting up the fucking firecrackers, dropped it on the fucking fuse, well, not necessarily on the fuse, just on the middle of a set of firecrackers, and it caught the fuse in the middle, and the entire thing just started exploding when we were all holding rolls of firecrackers, and I'd weaved all of the actual fuses together so we could just light one fuse and they'd all go at the same time, and they just started shouting run in Chinese, but I didn't really speak good Chinese back then. Not at all, really, just a few words. And I was in the middle, just getting exploded, covering my eyes by all these firecrackers. And they're fucking loud, and they shoot BBs. They shoot ball bearings out. It's insane. 2023, we're going to be doing a lot more different videos. This is a channel update for those of you that follow. It's going to be stuff. So, yet again, The GoPro fucked up my footage and I've lost half my reel. It's only about 3 or 4 minutes of footage that was gone. It was just me walking back down through the little bamboo forest to the back side of our house and coming out on the drive and saying goodbye. GoPro, what the fuck is going on, guys? I paid a lot of money for this camera. And half the time it dumps my footage. Anyway, channel update. I think I said something along the lines of, I'm still going to be going fishing. Those of you that came for the fishing, I appreciate you. The fishing that I have available is not the same as you guys have in the States. I appreciate that my fish are small, and I appreciate that I overpost my catches. I'm breaking away from that. I've got a large subscriber base, and I really just want to try and engage the audience. I have a lot of opportunities open to me here. Being in China, I have a beautiful family, I have beautiful scenery. We like to come to the countryside, but I'm not one of these influencer, talky, spendy money all the fucking time kind of pop star wannabes, right? I'm not that. I'm just a simple man with a camera. I'm just going to walk around. And I never knew this, right? So, after the COVID, me and my wife were having a little bit of an argument because I felt kind of abandoned and she had felt abandoned for years. And I was being very serious. I decided to get some self-discipline, go on a diet, and I was all business. And she was like freaking out, like, it's like you've turned into a robot. What the fuck is going on? And I cracked a joke. And she said, that is what you miss. That is what you need to be. I married you because you're funny. And I've asked her hundreds of times when we've been arguing, why the fuck did you even marry me? And she never tells me. But she told me, she said, it's because you're funny. And I've never tried to be fucking funny. I don't know if I make you guys laugh, but I've never tried in my life to be funny. I'm just going to be me on camera. Like I said, a bit of talk therapy for myself so I can keep myself sane. I don't have my friend anymore, so I got to fucking talk to someone. So I'm your burden to carry now, fucker. And yeah, we're going to catch you in the next one. I'm not going to draw this out. Thanks very much for watching. I've already filmed my next video. See you soon.